Let's cross over to Los Angeles and join Perez Hilton, celebrity journalist and Democrat. Perez, very good morning to you.
I would not describe myself as a Democrat. I am an independent.
An independent. Did you vote for Donald Trump this time?
Absolutely not.
You hate Donald Trump, don't you, Perez? Be honest.
You know, I try not to hate many people, but I got to work on being a bigger person. I do hate him massively. If I saw him burning alive in the side of a street, I would maybe consider urinating on him and then moving along.
Thank you, Perez. A little early in the morning for our family audience, that analogy.
I would just like to say also, you know, isn't there a point, you know, obviously Piers and I have differences of opinion on this programme, and often they are over Donald Trump. But isn't it time to show a little bit more respect to a man who is and has been elected president of the United States?
You would think so, but that needs to come from the top down, not from the bottom up. And Donald Trump repeatedly keeps saying that he wants to unite America, but his actions do not follow through with his words, because this is a man whom is on Twitter throughout the day, and on Twitter he does nothing but divide us. I mean, earlier this evening here, we're in the evening in Los Angeles, he was on Fox News, a cable news network here in the U.S., attacking John Lewis, an American hero, a civil rights leader.
Why shouldn't Donald Trump actually respond to a serving congressman? It's got nothing to do with what John Lewis did 60 years ago in Selma. It's all to do with what's happening right now. He's perfectly entitled to respond, isn't he?
Absolutely, but I would hope that the president-elect, and literally 2 days from being president and some change, could be the bigger man. But he can't be the bigger man because his hands are too small and his ego is even just out of control.
Okay, well,
it's really disappointing.
I don't think you should be taking...
By contrast, Barack Obama comports himself in a completely presidential and much different
way.
way.
Barack Obama, as I keep telling people, if he'd been so brilliant, why has America gone for someone like Donald Trump, who's the complete opposite? Let's go to Ann Coulter, who is live for us in New York. And what is going on with this inauguration? There's now 50 Democrats who are not going to be attending. Where is their sense of this being an occasion to celebrate American democracy rather than just another chance to whack Trump?
Well, I must say I'm pleased they're not attending. If we could get all of the Democrats not to attend, and probably most of the elected Republicans, it would be a perfect inauguration. But I don't know if you are familiar with what the chatter was over here at the time, but in the third debate, Trump was asked would he respect the results of the election, which I thought was a little insulting that Hillary wasn't even asked that question. And when he said, well, I don't know, I guess we'll have to see what happens, for the next 3 weeks, all we heard on television was that this was a threat to democracy. It was so outrageous, and this, you know, magnificent democracy, and we have to accept the results of an election. And now who isn't accepting the results of an election? It's the entire media saying it was the Russians, it's illegitimate. It was James Comey, the head of the FBI, and they're going to, you know, be throwing acid at people attending the inauguration, Democrats refusing to attend. They're just such utter hypocrites. I'm really glad that Trump is fighting back. The press and the left have become incredibly arrogant bullies. And finally, there's somebody punching back. So he does it on Twitter. It's fun.
And how have we got to a situation where the level of discourse is so incredibly disrespectful between both sides, and journalists are able to talk about somebody who's about to be president in incredibly insulting terms? And how does America proceed when the, you know, Republicans and Democrats seem to be at each other's throats?
I think it really is a lot the media against not only Republicans generally, and Republicans and conservatives do get this a lot, but especially Donald Trump, they hate because he punches back. But as for once you get beyond the media, out into America, okay, 65 million Americans voted for Trump. Slightly more than 65 million Americans didn't vote for Trump, although the the numbers were mostly in California. But I think for people who didn't vote for Trump, for one thing, seeing the behavior toward him, seeing him denounced at the Golden Globes and these attacks on the inauguration and just the nasty, ugly things that are being said, I think a lot of them are already saying, oh, come on, give the guy a chance.
Okay,
and also, I think it's going to change seeing what he does. He's not even president yet, and he's saved tens of thousands of American jobs.
Okay, well,
he's doing what he said he was going to do.